Alright, welcome back. Today we are looking at HTML lists. I'm just working with VS Code and a very basic index here, and I do have my zoomed browser and regular size browser, so you'll be able to see the preview here. Let's actually change this from white as I'm getting a bit blinded here. We'll just do in VS Code a exclamation mark, and then this will automatically fill a basic HTML document. Alright, so HTML lists. Let's go H1 HTML lists. That's what we're working on today, and the first bit of this list, I need to get an automatic refresher for this, don't I? Oof, Times New Roman, but we'll get over it. Alright, so list 1 is an ordered list. Basic list in HTML. Can't type today. Our basic list is, let's just scroll so you can see that bit. A list is a UL. This is an unordered list, even though it's still kind of ordered, isn't it? And then a link element or list item is an LI tag. Actually, list item 1, let's reload this. I need an automatic reload, I don't know, basic list in HTML. And then we have our list item 1. I'll just open the DevTools for a sec and have a look at this. And we will just inspect, let's get rid of this. We don't want responsive, do we? Not really. Now we have DevTools as well. Bonus. Now we can see our list, ULLI, and list item, and the marker item, which we can also set. If we wanted to change this bullet, we can with marker, and that is your basic list. List item 2, list item 3, and 3. And now if we just go an ordered list, which is actually an OL tag. So we'll go an ordered list in HTML, ordered list, which is this whole exact structure here, except we just change this to an OL instead of, not an UOL, an OL to ordered list, and that doesn't change my secondary, but that's okay. Let's scroll down so you can see the ordered list and reload this, and an ordered list will add a 1 and a 2 and a 3 by default to the list items. So you got basic list and then OL for ordered list. Now, another interesting thing we can do with these ordered lists is we can actually change the 1, 2, and 3 of the list items to something else by adding a type and then equals, and then you can actually put in A. That is a valid one. You can do it a capital A or a lower A. And if we save this and then reload this, we actually get A, B, C. Do the lowercase as well. If you put in A lowercase and refresh, we will then get A, B, and C. And if you add lists within lists and they're ordered, it will add sub items in these lists automatically. So you can add an I here and it will do the weird, I think it's a bit weird. Well, I guess it's like Roman numeral type lists. I don't know how often these are used. I've never actually used them. Or you do a lowercase I, and then it will do the lowercase I, and then IV and V, etc. Let's see what it actually does. Seeing as I have never really used these before. There we go. So there goes IV and then V. So Roman numeral lists. That's kind of a weird thing to have built in. I've never seen that used in an actual web page before. Kind of like a book. Now I just wanted to try and add a sub item so we can see what that looks like. So I think you just do LI, and then you can put another list within this, which then gets kind of complicated. OL, and then another LI here, and then we'll just see if this breaks everything. So now we've got an I and an I, and so then it kind of restarts it again. I think the default is 1 for these, so you could have an I and then a 1, 2, 3 list within the list, and you can have nested lists forever to be really super complicated. So we've got an I and then 1, 2, 3, and then if we wanted to change that back to Roman characters, then you've got that as well, I and then sub I's, and that is pretty much it. But there is one other weird list that I have seen, which is called a description list, and these are the DT and DL tags. I haven't used them for ages and ages. So basically a description list is just a list of terms, and it kind of has a title and then an item. So you can style them because they have a DL as the main tag and then a DT for the title and a DD for the data, which is a bit strange really, but I guess it's like a described list. So start off with a DL tag, and that's our DL list, and then our title would be a DT, and this is the title, and then the list item is then a DD, I guess for data. Is it a description data, description title, and a description list? So this is data. Let's see what that looks like. Where did my test go? There we go. So we've got title and then data. And then it's a bit weird structure there, because then you've got title 2 and data 2, but it still kind of tabs them in strangely. So you've got title and data, title 2, data 2. So I guess if you want it to be structured similarly, you would actually tab these in, I guess, if you wanted it to copy this format. The most common list is just the UL. That's the one you usually use for bullet points. That's pretty much it for lists. You can actually change the symbol on the main list item as well. I'm actually going back now to the very first list, and we can change the type on this. I'll just check what the syntax is for it. So we actually changed the list style with a style tag for this one. So we just want to add style and then list style type and then circle. And that will change it from bullet, which is its default, to circle, which is kind of just a hollow one. You can also go disk, I think. Yeah, we've got style type disk. I don't think you need style type there, do you? I think you can just put disk there. Or you could go list and then style type. So disk, is that a bullet? I'm not sure. What else is there? And there's also a square. List style type square. This should work. Yeah, and now you have a square list of items. And that's pretty much it for lists, I think. Lists in HTML. Anyway, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.